technology of internet of our class, because the student so very happy when I teach learn, yes, when I teach at the class using the technology.
For the next question, is what kind of internet technology has been applied by the teacher?
Okay, newsletter I use for the technology such as YouTube content, VCs, and then WhatsApp. Okay, because when I teach using like VCs, the student more interactive, especially for the learning in this learning method.
For the next is, do the teacher experience problem when using internet technology?
Okay, sometimes there is the decrease of using the internet. For example, there are some students don't have don't bring about handphone. This is what the problem for me. And then the student don't have what is it? Pakai data. This is a problem for me when I teach at the class like this.
Does the teacher have extensive knowledge of technology?
Maybe about the technology I am English teacher. The what is it? Just a middle of the knowledge about the technology like this.
The next is, do teacher have limited access to visualization?
Yes, visual. There are the categories visual, and then kinesthetic, and then audio visual. But I often teach using visual because visual so more important and then more interesting for the student. For example, visual. When I teach about the describing place, usually I use about the YouTube maybe, and then diagram, and then picture. That is what the category visual, and the student more interesting about the category of visual method.
For the next item is about evaluation and assessment of the learning outcomes. For the first question is, what are the evaluation methods used by the teacher to measure the level of student understanding?
Okay. For the evaluation for my student to understanding what's material, I must understand what is it? Kemampuan siswa. For example, every student have unique. Setiap siswa itu unik, ya. And then every student have about the style of the study. Siswa itu mempunyai gaya belajar siswa masing-masing itu berbeda. Nah, di sini here I must understand every one student and the other student. For example, there is a student like speaking with the other friend. Ada siswa yang modelnya suka ngomong di kelas itu. Oh, berarti dia itu memang harus the student more be increase for speaking. Berarti saya harus bisa mengetahui bahwa oh ini siswa memang sukanya ngobrol dengan orang, berarti harus ditingkatkan dalam segi pembelajaran speakingnya. For example, dalam describing text tadi ya, kita masuk ke describing text. And then there is a student, she doesn't like to speaking, dia nggak suka ngomong, dia lebih sukanya dia itu pendiam. But she have about writing skill, tapi dia punya keahlian menulis. Oh, berarti disinilah saya harus membimbing dalam proses penulisan dalam describing text-nya. Jadi setiap siswa itu mempunyai gaya belajar masing-masing dan perbedaan dalam
For the next is, how the teacher involves student in the learning evaluation process.
Okay, as a teacher, ya, sebagai guru, the process of evaluation for the learning in the class, I always evaluation one by one, ya. Saya selalu menggunakan evaluasi dan melibatkan siswa dalam proses evaluasi, because it is very important for me as a teacher. The student can evaluation me, and I also get evaluation for the student. Jadi saling berkesinambungan antara guru dan siswa dalam evaluasi.
Are students able to understand the material assigned by the teacher?
Yes, the student understand about that material, because I am a teacher. Saya sebagai seorang pendidik must understand about kebutuhan siswa dan the style of the learning at the class. Karena saya juga harus mengetahui gaya pembelajaran siswa. For example, at my class, when I teach about the describing phrase, there are some students like using application Canvas, okay, and then the student describing phrase using aplikasi Canvas, and then there are some students like drawing picture, suka gambar tuh. Oh, berarti the student describing phrase-nya using picture, and then after the student finish about the describing phrase, they can explain, they can present at the class using Canvas, using picture, and etc.
Is visual task-based learning able to improve student ability to write effective text?
Okay, the visual can increase about the understanding, especially for describing phrase, because all students, rata-rata semua siswa, more interesting for visual, dengan gaya visual, because there are the differences of picture, of color, ya, biasanya kan tertarik dalam warna, tertarik dalam gambar. Nah, itulah gaya visual itu yang bisa mempengaruhi pembelajaran siswa.
Whether the learning outcomes affect the minimum criteria?
Minimum kriteria like KKM? Oh yes. Okay, kriteria minimum. Alhamdulillah, my student there is grade, ya, ada grade-nya selama pembelajaran during the learning at my class, and then 75 mark minimalnya, because as the teacher now, sebagai guru pada zamannya, karena we must understanding style and policy, mempunyai apa ya, paham tentang gaya pembelajaran.
For the next question is about diversity of student level of understanding. For the first question is about what are the learning methods used by the teacher to accommodate various learning styles of students.
Okay. As a teacher, I use differentiasi method. Okay. The differentiasi method, dalam pembelajaran diferensiasi, there are 3 types. What is it? Content, and then process, and then ada content, ada proses, and then product. Itu metode yang saya gunakan dalam pembelajaran metode berdiferensiasi. Dalam metode berdiferensiasi itu ada metode konten, ada metode prosesnya, dan ada metode produknya.
For the second, how is the assessment carried out by the teacher to identify different student understanding?
Okay. As the student have unique formula learning. Setiap siswa itu mempunyai gaya pemahaman yang unik, ya. For example, there are 3 types, ya, for the process differentiasi learning. Content describe English. Dan di situ saya harus memahami, oh siswa atas nama Socha itu orangnya nggak bisa diam. She is more active at the class. Terus dia itu sukanya memang tipenya yang senang apa ya, playing handphone, sering bermain handphone. Nah disitulah proses pembelajaran saya petakan, saya mapping. Anak ini suka nih, berarti berkaitan dengan teknologi, berarti dia bisa menggunakan aplikasi teknologi. And then ada siswa yang sukanya bercerita, storytelling. Oh berarti di sini dia lebih suka dalam menceritakan sesuatu. Itu banget menarik. Oh berarti dia bahkan tanpa menggunakan kayak picture, bahkan tanpa menggunakan teknologi dia sudah bisa. Oh dia sukanya itu. And then ada siswa yang sukanya menggambar, paling hobi menggambar. Berarti dia menggambarkan sesuatu. Describing itu dia menggunakan picture.
Whether students are given the opportunity to provide feedback and the material taught by the teacher.
Yes, I always give the student feedback for me, yeah, because feedback is very important for me, and I will know about the increase when I teach in class. For example, okay student, how about the material about this topic? Do you understand what's our material? And then are you happy when I teach in this class? And then maybe there is some difficult maybe vocabulary like that. Jadi I always feedback for our students.
For the last question, it is how can teacher improve student ability to write descriptive text?
Yes, especially for
Kalau sakit, nak minta bawain bunga, karangan bunga yuk.
visual techniques. For example,
Sakit, kami
I give support saya memberikan kebebasan siswa ketika memilih topik dalam pembelajaran bahasa Inggris. Siswa bisa mendeskripsikan tempat itu berdasarkan lingkungannya. Dan menanam saya bisa kurang, banyak yang menanam lagi. Saya mau mendeskripsikan dokumen, saya beri kebebasan. Di sini topiknya bukan saya yang menentukan. Siswa itu yang menentukan, tapi di situ kan gaya pembelajarannya visual, dia langsung lihat secara langsung. Bukan masalah. Di situ komunikasi visual kelas, langsung melihat kondisi keadaannya.
This session has been concluded.